Currently 258 pounds. Goal is to be 265 fasted in the morning.
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with an update of the king of classic physique Chris Bumstead. It is officially bulking season for him as he tries to get as big as he possibly can without getting fat before it's prep time. And even though Chris Bumstead has been eating more food for the last 4 weeks or so, and he does look swole as well, but at the same time he looks lean as well for his current weight. Or maybe it is just his hair growing back, and that is what's making the difference.
Currently 258 pounds. Goal is to be 265 fasted in the morning. So 7 more pounds to go and we're ready to rock. With that being said, chest and back day. Gonna jump into it.
So Chris Bumstead is a 5-time classic physique champion going for his 6th title. And he has a point to prove this year, that he can still prep for the Olympia and potentially bring his best, while being a father as well. So that is definitely gonna be a new challenge for him. But he looks really motivated for the next 6 months ahead. So Chris Bumstead is at a point in his career where he embraces the journey. There is only 1 or maximum 2 years where he will compete in classic physique division. And then there will be a new chapter of his life. So he is gonna enjoy as much as he can in these last couple of years. And I have to say his biggest challenge, his biggest enemy is himself. As long as he does the work and he doesn't get another injury during that process, there is still a huge gap between him and Ramondino and Wesley Weezers as well. And let's say for the sake of argument, we are gonna put Wesley Weezers with Ramondino and Chris Bumstead. I have to say if Chris is on, the fight will most probably be for 2nd place between Wesley and Ramon, instead of Chris Bumstead and the other guys. So just think about it. He tore his last 10 weeks before the Olympia 2023 and he still won the damn show. What if he has one of the smoothest preps in 2024? Will we see the best of C-Bum in October? Well, the caption says so. And I have this to say to all the bodybuilding fans. Enjoy the journey while the man is here. Because sooner he's gonna retire. And we do not know whether we will see another like him in classic physique. James Hollingshead keeps dropping these subtle hints. Why would he die down to his lowest weight of the year without stepping on the stage or without a plan of stepping on the stage to get his Olympia qualification? Because that has to be the main goal right now. Get the qualification for 2024 Mr. Olympia. Yes, he is currently in the 250s and his conditioning looks absolutely wild. So Detroit Pro is just 1 week away. And if James decides to skip that show while being in one of the best conditioning of his career, I have to say that is gonna be a big mistake. Because if James doesn't do this show, he's gonna have to diet for another 4 or 5 more weeks before the next show, which is gonna be Korea Pro or maybe Chicago Pro. Because I am pretty sure he isn't going for the New York Pro. And who knows, maybe he has a last minute entry plan for the Detroit Pro. And that is gonna shake the lineup here for sure. So James Hollingshead has beat Martin Fitzwater in the past. That was at the Arnold Classic UK back in 2022. And he just beat Justin Rodriguez at this past Arnold Classic Ohio. So he has a very fair shot at winning this one, qualify for the Olympia, and use the next 3 or 4 months to plan out an off-season before starting his official prep for the Olympia 2024. So his peaking strategy is a completely unique one, and the more he competes, the more confidence he's gonna acquire. And the fans keep asking him about Detroit Pro in the comment section. But as of right now, he hasn't made any official announcement. But that caption under his recent post, that is a subtle hint that he has made his decision, that he has made his mind. The former Mr. Olympia Brandon Carey has landed in Brazil for the Arnold Classic South America, and he is going to be at the Expo Center tomorrow. So Brandon Carey is one of those guys who take things very lightly during the off-season, and that is a perfect strategy, considering his age as well. So looking at some of the pictures that he posted with his fans, he still looks huge. So the question regarding Brandon Carey is this: what is his fit gonna be on the Olympia stage? Because as a former champion, that is the only thing that counts. You can talk about his legs not being big enough or separated enough, but his shape is still liked by the judges because of that 3D round bubbly kind of look that he brings on the Olympia stage. I mean, he was far off in 2023, and yet he still placed top 4 at the biggest stage in bodybuilding. So Brandon Carey coming out of the hospital just 24 hours prior to the Olympia and still being able to compete, that was truly a miracle. Because at that point, even Bob Ciccarello at the press conference, he announced that Brandon Carey has dropped out of the Olympia. So truly him showing up at the Olympia stage, that was really a miracle. And because of that incident, I'm sure that peak went as bad as anyone can possibly imagine. But the look he presented was still good enough to be able to place top 4 in the world. So Brandon will be turning 42 this year in October. He made his Olympia debut back in 2011. So he has been competing for more than a decade now. And he is the most experienced veteran in today's lineup. But he is at a point in his career where winning the Olympia title back, that seems kinda out of his reach now. And I think all of us can agree that is next to impossible now. So Brandon's best chance of reclaiming the throne, that was in 2021. 1 year after he lost the title to Big Ramy, and Big Ramy came in way off for the prejudging in 2021. But he was able to close the gap at the finals, so the judges saw it otherwise and gave the nod to Big Ramy. Well, that is in the past now. Where did you guys see Brandon landing this year at the Olympia, with guys like Nick Fokker and also Big Ramy coming back? Stuart Sutherland aka Beef Stu is unlocking new levels on his road to the New York Pro this year. The conditioning that he is rocking at 6 weeks out of the show, that is really impressive, and Stu is gonna be ready ahead of the schedule for sure. So wonder why these guys are so shredded weeks out of the show. Well, this approach allows them to have more refeeds in the final few weeks and also see how much food the body can take before they start to spill over. So looking at Stu's shape right now, the thing that jumps out the most is that his upper body is looking absolutely phenomenal. So in an ideal setting, I think all of his fans would like to see more mass on his quads. But he does look bigger and better than 2023. So Stu will most likely be competing at Cali Pro as well, which is scheduled just 1 week after the New York Pro. He did the same 2 shows last year as well. But this year the aim is to get to the Olympia stage. So in that unfortunate scenario, where he doesn't win his qualification at California Pro, I'm sure we're gonna see him compete more in 2024. So some more updates have been released by Patrick regarding Stephane. So this is their first time working together, and this is only the 4th week of the prep for Stephane. But I have to say the man is already looking absolutely nuts. So it really doesn't matter who is coaching Stephane. He's gonna have to eventually lose some muscle to make the weight cut off. But so far out of all the preps that Stephane has done, he has now been in a supreme kind of condition. Something which is a trademark of almost all of Patrick's athletes. Guys like Michael the Bull, Keon Pearson, John De Rosa, they have all showed up extremely shredded under Patrick's coaching. So although Stephane is gonna be a smaller version of what we are seeing in these updates when it's time to step on stage, but the level of detail everywhere is gonna be so crazy and so insane. And who knows, he might end up looking better than ever with Patrick. So this man has some of the craziest lines in bodybuilding right now, not just in classic physique. I mean, when was the last time we saw these kind of striations on anyone in bodybuilding? So I cannot wait for Stephane to go deeper into this prep and see how much roundness and fullness he can maintain by the end of that 12 weeks mark. Because when it comes to Stephane, that is gonna be the major factor on how well he does in classic physique division. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.